Good evening and welcome to FPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of September 2025, and we are, of course, mother flipping live. Yes, we are live once again. 2 nights in a row, and we will continue to be live. We are live on Twitter/X. We are live on YouTube. You know how it is. I'm going to pin the stream to my profile. Whoever's out there, give it a like and repost it when you get a mo, and we'll see how many X viewers we get to this evening. I think last night we got to 187 X viewers. And it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter that at all. But it's just more like a bit of fun. Let's see how many viewers we can get on the X side of things. And look at that Inception style view I have here on my live show. Unreal scenes. Jack Attack is in the mother flipping chat. Of course he is. Legend, the man that is Jack. Jack, send your team. Tell us your thoughts on game week 4. What are you thinking? I've got a few ideas about what I'm going to do for game week 4. I'm excited about it actually. There's a couple of things that I need to cover. Most importantly, we have SAR issues. We have Chelsea issues as well because of GU coming back into the squad after transfer deadline day. These two things have affected me directly, so I've got to try and figure out what I'm going to do. I had a master plan defined last night, but things have changed. Because of the SAR issue. It looks like SAR's out. So we'll get into that this evening. Let me know what you're thinking in the chat as well. What are the problems that you're facing? I've been a little bit naughty again. I'll tell you why. What I did was I went onto YouTube and I got all the transcripts from the content creators who posted today, like kind of the top ones, right? I didn't do everyone. I did Raptor, Andy, Fancy Football Scout, and Fran. Harry didn't post today, neither did Focal by the looks of things. But what it's allowed me to do is just kind of put the transcripts into ChatGPT and I can just ask it questions. And actually the ticker that you see rolling across the stream on the bottom is all the news from the FPL content creator videos that were posted today. Is that all right? Is that all right, me doing that? I don't know, scraping data from FPL YouTube. Let's see how much trouble we can get into, you know? Let's keep going until someone says, oi, what are you doing with my content? But I got a little fixture ticker built here that's on the bottom of the screen, and we can just sort of ask this question. So let's just see what happens. A little test. If SAR is injured, who should we consider? Based on the transcripts. As an example, just a little example here. Let's see what we can cook up with AI. Good question. Based on what the creator said in those transcripts, here's the if SAR is injured, who to pivot to shortlist. Raptor mentioned Semenyo as the ultimate glue pick. Cheap returns already, good fixtures. Also noted Grealish. I like Grealish, you know. I do like Grealish. I would never have said I like Grealish like 2 weeks ago, but here we are. 3 weeks ago, should I say. Andy cooled on Liverpool mids. Yeah, Isak is a problem. We'll talk about that tonight. He is a problem. He's a problem for us. I was thinking Gakpo could be a good move, but Isak's changed everything. So less keen on Gakpo. Oh, that's a shame. Man, RIP Jota. That's not great that ChatGPT did that. Fancy Football Scout had Johnson in his wildcard draft. Fair enough. Kudush as well. Fran is saying if Sar's out, pivot to a Spurs mid, leaning more towards Wirtz or Johnson. Kudush cooled off on Gakpo due to Isak's arrival. So consensus replacement pool. Again, this is just an example. We'll get more into this in a little bit, but just an example, right? Just some interesting stuff we can do with the tech. Danny B's in the chat. Hello, Danny. Great to have you here, mate. FOMO's in the chat. Camper's in the chat. Let me just make sure I'm saying hi to everyone. So we said hi to Jack Attack, the legend. FOMO, good evening, mate. FOMO's back for more, 2 nights in a row. Love to see it. Camper, you're unstoppable. Live back-to-back nights. I couldn't wait for the international break so I could take a break from making videos. Mate, let me explain a little bit about my life. I have an 18-month-old at home who... We've had a bit of a rough start. He was a little bit ill last year when he came into this world, and we had to go to the hospital a few times. And now he's got he had chicken pox, and now he's got a rash, and he doesn't really sleep. So with that being said, this is my release, if you will, my break from the crazy world that is my life. I work full time, and then I come home. And I cannot wait to stream. So it is my pleasure to be doing this. I look forward to it so much. I'm planning to go live every night for the foreseeable. We'll see how long that can be sustained, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm very good at understanding my limits as well. So I've had burnout in the past and stuff. So we'll be all right. But yeah, looking forward to streaming more. And with that being said, actually, it's quite a good little segue into a few bits that I wanted to cover. So I'll be live on Saturday. Why is my camera so low? I'll be live on Saturday doing my first ever watch along. A hate watch, if you will, because it is England. And as an Englishman who loves English football, England international men's team are the bane of my existence. So I expect this won't be a pleasant watch. I'll probably be really annoyed at Jordan Henderson playing. I can't figure out why Jordan Henderson is anywhere near that team. Make it make sense. After all these years, someone help me understand why Jordan Henderson is currently playing in the England squad. Think of the plethora of English talent we have in midfield. I'll just say a few names. Mainu, Bellingham, Wharton, although Wharton's injured. Anderson. There are players, we got players coming out of our ears. And Thomas Tuchel is picking Jordan Henderson. That's just a flavour of what you're in store for when we do a watch along on Saturday evening or Saturday daytime. So we'll be doing that. I'm going to try and do more watch alongs. I like the idea of it, and I've got access to the 3 p.m. kickoff footage as well. And I was thinking about also doing a 3 p.m. watch along, so I can kind of bring the scores. For people who are on the move, maybe they're doing stuff in their life and they want to listen to, not talk sport. They want to tune into the news for all the games, all the 3 p.m. kickoffs. Then that could be the stream. So I'm thinking about that. And then the second piece of news is, oh no, not that. This is what we want. Again, my camera is a little bit janky. Let me change that. I've struck an agreement. An agreement has been struck, contract signed with FPL Semi-Casual, who will be joining me once a week going forward to do a game week preview. You see, I did the P/review here. Preview. So we'll do a game week preview and then a game week review each week, every Tuesday evening. So when I do my Tuesday streams, FPL Semi-Casual will be joining, and we'll be just chatting nonsense and FPL stuff. If you don't know who he is, he's a bloody good lad. Been in the FPL community for some time, and one of my faves. You meet a lot of really good people in the FPL community. Rupert is up there for me as a very interesting character. I've done a bit of work with him in the past. We went to FPL meets together in tuxedos. That video is on my channel if you want to check that out. But we don't really mind. We don't really take ourselves too seriously, and we kind of align around the way in which we like to make content. So yeah, really good guy, and he's a Man United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, so we should get into some pretty interesting discussions as well. So looking forward to that also, and I might just fill up my week, my streams with this sort of different type of content here and there. As we think about my channel. So all very exciting. We have 35 people watching across X and YouTube currently. I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic evening. That one is for all of your mothers. And yeah, you know, this is really just a bit of a casual stream where we're going to talk about all things FPL, talk about all things football. I did make this little graphic as well, just so I'm giving props to the content creators who I've taken the transcripts of. I just want to make sure that I'm shouting these guys out. So this is FPL Fran. Up here is Raptor. This is Andy. This is Scout. And then this is FPL Wire. You know, I will take their transcripts and I will do stuff with their transcripts, but I will also shout them up and say, go and check out their channels. They're all really smart, way smarter than me, and they're doing great content in the FPL world. I'm sure you're all fully aware of who these legends are. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go through a little bit of FPL Watch on X, because why not? And the way in which we'll do this is we'll just type in FPL and we'll look at some of the most popular tweets / posts. I do just want to make sure that I've said hi to everyone. So we've got Dave Wilshire. Yes, mate. Great to have you here. Any news on Clivert from Danny B? We'll have a look. Heard it could be 6 to 8 weeks. I'm assuming that's SAR. Yeah, we'll have a look into that. Yeah, bringing in SAR, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's just like, this game is just punch after punch. I've got Palmer as well, so I'm in some real trouble. I mean, given that that's just come up from Danny B, I'll just bring up my team and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We will just sort of move from screen to screen, so get used to it. But that's not even... what's happening here? My team, pick team. Right, Saka is out. I swear Hub just doesn't make changes. So I did Saka for SAR before game week 3 deadline. So SAR's in. Make transfers. Too many Chelsea in game week 4. Okay. All right. I need to change. So this is one of the issues that I'm coming up against at the moment. I have I've got 3 Chelsea players, so I need to get rid of one. And SAR's completely mucked this up. I'll tell you why. Because what I was thinking about doing last night was taking Palmer out and then upgrading Guiu to Mateta, which would have been a lovely move. So Mateta in, and then from a midfield standpoint, I was thinking someone like Rice. Or I was thinking someone like not Caicedo, right? I could do Caicedo now, couldn't I? Yeah, I could do Caicedo, right? Because I've just taken out Guiu and Palmer. So I could do Caicedo for Palmer because I've replaced Guiu. Sorry, I'm getting a bit confused myself. I do love Caicedo as a pick, but the issue I've got here is that I have to do Palmer out to make this work, and that means I've got to keep SAR, who's out for 6 to 8 weeks. So I guess I just have to do that and bench SAR at this point. Who do you guys think are decent mids? Grealish is a good option, and he's quite cheap as well. So we could go like Palmer out for Grealish, and that leaves me 4 mil in the bank, which is mad. But that's quite nice because then I could bring in like a Palace defender, perhaps, for Aina maybe. But I was really feeling good about where I was sitting in terms of like transfers and my team last week, but now it's all absolutely gone. Down the SHITTER, if you will. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm sure you guys have similar issues. From a midfield standpoint, is there anyone that you've got your eye on that's not totally template? Like, I don't like Semenyo. Everyone keeps talking about him, and I just don't like it. I don't like doing that. Like Bruno speaks to me a bit. I know that he's a bit of a meme, but Man United are a meme, but no offense to any Man United players. It just feels like he is a bit of a points magnet. He gets DEFCON, he's on penalties. He's an assist maverick as well. So there is something that tells me that Bruno could actually be a good long-term pick. Doesn't have Europe. Just makes sense. Bruno makes sense to me. There isn't really anyone else that I like. I mean, Eze's probably going to start. Oh, I don't mind Eze. My shortlist, and let me know what you guys think here. My shortlist really is Bruno, Eze, Undai from Everton. He's on penalties. He looks good. None of these. Rice, perhaps. I think Rice makes that. Grealish. I like Enzo as well from Chelsea. Is there anyone else? Ndoye, I keep hearing things about, but he's not really done much recently. And then Caicedo. Paulinho as well. DEFCON. How do we check DEFCON points? Is there a way in which we can check DEFCON? I think Focal's got a DEFCON. If you guys aren't aware of Focal's app, it's really, really great and helpful. I think there's a DEFCON section within this. Let's try and find it together. I hope you don't mind me doing this. This is sort of the way I roll. I just kind of go from screen to screen. Defensive points. Oh, it would be good if there was like a table for this. It just does the game week. So look, there's Bruno. I would love to be able to see. Oh, there is a way, isn't there? There is a way. And I think it might have something to do with content. No. I think there is actually stats. Opta stats. No, it's not going to be there, is it? We could try Perplexity AI for this question. So let's just see. But it is a bit janky. Like, you don't always get the best data out of this. So we're going to say, check which midfielders have the most defensive contribution points for FPL. And you've always got to be very specific with this stuff, so I always get like 25-26 season. Check which midfielders have the most defensive contribution points, and I'll just put in DEFCON points for FPL 25-26. Right, let's see what we find. Let's see what we find. Just gonna have a drink of water, one sec. Okay, there's a DC filter on FPL site. Nice one, Sushant. Let's have a look. I've just got that info from Perplexity, but let's also check that out if that's what you're saying. Where do we go? I'm assuming we go stats. Total points. Come on, where are you? Come on. Defensive contribution, Sushant, you a legend. Right, and then we can go midfielders. I think this is what wins us FPL points. This sort of deep dive that we're doing here is really important. Look, Caicedo tops it. Man, I love him. I love Caicedo. Caicedo is one of my favourite Prem players, 100% at the moment. I love him. I think he's fantastic. Rice isn't anywhere near this, surprisingly enough. Rice is nowhere to be seen. There's no Rice. Caicedo, Bruno, Adams. Don't know who Adams is. I'm not going to lie. NGL. Soboslai, that makes sense. He's playing defence. Anderson. Paqueta, a little bit surprising there. It's Caicedo and Bruno, isn't it? And you can just leave them in your team. They're 90 minutes. They're 90-minute men. And then I think I might just opt for Bruno over Caicedo a little bit because he's on penalties. So, with that being said, I think this is what I need to do. I have to do the Chelsea thing, which is super annoying. And again, it just has not updated. So I'm going to get rid of Saka for Sarr, which is really annoying that I have to do that again. And then we're going to do Mateta in for Guiu. Right, and then this would be a Bruno or a Caicedo at this point. I know their fixtures are a bit rubbish. She's got Manchester. Then we have the fixtures. That might just point me towards Caicedo, you know. Brentford away, Manchester United away, Bournemouth at home. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. My team rating is 74%. It's not the best. Let's optimize team. Where are we at? 89. All right, that's a bit better. Salah captain makes sense. Don't mind this team, you know. Mateta up front. Oh, I like it. I like this team. Sarr would be out, which means Caicedo would probably play. I think that makes sense. So Caicedo would come in for Sarr. And then I just like fix Sarr game week 5. What do you guys think of that particular loose plan that I just went through? Zeitgall is in the house. Yes, mate. Great to have you here. I took a hit to bring Sarr in too. Oh, Danny B, mate. I'm sorry about that. DB, mate, that is rough. Why do we play this game? Sushant, thoughts on what? What are you asking me? I posted a wildcard draft on your Twitter post. Oh, cool. Okay, I got you. Yeah, if you want to send me your teams and such, you can do that through X. Just pop me into a post, and I will bring it on screen on the stream. If you go to, we're on 46 viewers on X at the moment, guys. If you could all just go to my X account and just like and repost the stream, it's posted on top. This is just a little experiment, right? This is a little side mission, if you will. I want to see where we can get to on X. Last night, I think we got to 187 viewers. Right now, we're on 46. Just go onto X, repost, like the stream. It's posted on the top of my profile. That would be great. And Sushant, let's have a look at your wildcard team. Right off the bat, I would probably not get in Voltemade. It doesn't make sense to me to bring him in. He has to adapt. He's coming to the Premier League. He's moving to Newcastle. Mate, he's a German. And this is the context matters, right? Like I'll keep saying this in this game. Context matters. I might make it like my tagline, like FPL. Context matters. Because let's just get into the mind here of a German moving to Newcastle. Tell us about the mind of a German moving to Newcastle for the first time. Think adapting. This is just, we're talking about life here, right? Think adapting and changes. Like, this is important stuff, right? This guy is just moving. He's moving to Newcastle as well. Like, it's Newcastle. Imagine how much of a shock that would be. And that's nothing against the town of Newcastle. No beef with Newcastle. Newcastle's an incredible town. I'm saying it's just culturally very different to Germany, and it's quite upfront and brash. We all know that about Newcastle. Psychological adaptation. The move triggers common expat challenges: homesickness, stress, and uncertainty. You just avoid him. He's just moving to England. He's moving up north to England. It's going to be raining all the time, you know. Emotional challenges, uncertainty, tolerance, communication. These are just things. The context matters. I'm just saying. It might be silly for me to think about that, but that is one of the reasons why I just wouldn't go for him. So that would be my first thing. I also wouldn't be sure about Gakpo, Sushan. Lots of people are talking about this. I put in, for anyone who's a little bit late to stream, I got the transcripts from a lot of content creator videos earlier today, and we can ask the videos questions, if you will. What are they saying about Isak being an FPL option after his move to Liverpool? You really have to spell out prompts when it comes to AI, I find. Like, you've got to like really make it very specific, or else it just gets it wrong. From the transcripts you gave me, here's the pulse on Isak to Liverpool as an FPL option. Andy sees Isak as a minutes grenade. Ooh, minutes grenade. His arrival cannot speak this evening. His arrival makes Liverpool mids a nightmare. Gakpo, he said Jota again. I can't believe it. I'm just going to say, stop talking about Jota. It's got to stop. And obviously, like, RIP to Jota and all that, 100% firstly, and more importantly, I don't know why it just keeps bringing up Jota, and it's freaking me out. It's making me sad. That whole thing, man. Jota. Sob is like, all risk losing minutes, basically avoid until we see Klopp's rotation. I think I give up on this at this point. Klopp's rotation. That's a shame. Isak hurts everyone. I just don't believe some of this, actually. This is just like Fran didn't say Isak hurts everyone. What is going on here? I think we give up on this. Let's go to... I thought it'd be an interesting experiment, but... we're going to go to X and have a look at what people are saying about Isak FPL. He's already been bought in by 270k managers. I mean, the upside is crazy if you get it right. I just can't see him starting in game week 4. It doesn't seem like it's a good move. I think you wait for at least game week 5 or 6. He wants to play against Burnley, quoted today. Isak, it ain't here to mess around. Straight into the FPL side once he's fit. I heard today that the Swedish manager is also not starting him because he's not match fit. So like, there's risk. That's risk. If you're asking me what I would do, I would certainly be avoiding him. I'd probably get Mateta, you know, if it was me. I think that's the safe move instead of Isak. We kind of digressed there, didn't we, a little bit? Because you actually don't have Isak. What am I talking about? I think Gakpo was what we were focused on there, but it makes sense because Isak coming into the Liverpool team does disrupt Gakpo's position on the left. So I would also avoid Gakpo at this point because there's risk there. You also got Xavi Simons. Sushan, listen, mate, I love what you've done here. This is like a transfer deadline day 11, in a way. I respect it, but you've already got Mateta. Okay. I think that you just may want to think about some of these players that you've got in. There's context there that you need to bear in mind. Gakpo, Voltemade for me aren't, and Xavi Simons, I would just wait a couple of game weeks. What do you think? Am I talking crazy? But nice team all round. You got Arsenal. You're missing some Chelsea in there as well, mate. Big time. Might even do Semenyo out for Caicedo. You're also missing a Man United player. Just saying, you probably need a Man United player because like Umbremo or Bruno, I think, are really good picks. And maybe you do Gakpo for Bruno or Gakpo for Caicedo. Yeah. Danny B saying Sheshko might be your guy. It's a good shout. But again, I would probably leave him for a few game weeks. He needs to adapt as well. We are on 73 viewers across X and YouTube this evening. Hope everyone is doing well and having a fantastic time. Great to be here. United fixtures are horrible. Yes, that is true. Having said that, if we go to Hub and we do a points prediction tool, 4 to 7, Bruno is in the top 5. He's in the top 5 points predict for the next 4 game weeks. He gets DEFCON points, he's on penalties. I just think that he is probably someone that you might want to consider getting into your team. And again, I know he's a bit of a meme, and I know Man United are a bit of a meme, but it does make sense to me to have Bruno in your team, and I'm thinking about it myself. I like Umbremo as well. I need to save that plan. And actually, let's just move Caicedo in for Sarr. Save plan. Don't mind that team, you know. It's just a shame I can't do Sarr out. Like, maybe I could do a -4, but I don't think I need to. This isn't a -4, is it? I got Aina coming off the bench. Aina, Arsenal away, and then Dorgu, Man City away. Fantastic. What a great bench for game week 4. Anyone else want to send me their teams? Feel free to do so. Just tag me in on X. Let's have a quick look at what's happening across FPL on X itself. So, again, if we just type in FPL here. So there's a lot of people who are wildcarding. There's some free hitters happening as well. This is a free hit team from FPL Baruta Devils. It's a spicy looking free hit team. Yeah, I need to try and find myself a Crystal Palace defender. Gahey in. I like it. Who saw these 4 leading the way? 28 points for Calafiori. That is crazy. Trevor Chalobah, João Pedro, Yuri and Timber. Yeah, some big scores from some defenders. It's really good to see for once. I like this new change they've done. I think it makes total sense. I'm loving the DEFCON angle. I've always been a bit of a... I've always liked defence as well, you know. Like I was a goalkeeper when I was younger. And I've always had a bit more of affiliation to like defence over attack. I know it's a bit of a lame thing to say, but... You know, one of my favourite players is Claude Makelele. You know, just an incredible footballer. Like, loved watching him play. Like, the absolute engine room of Real Madrid and Chelsea. People talking about Isaac. The legend himself, FPL Martian, coming back for game week 4 with a brand new FPL team. I've been scared to go deep and intense and raw until now. Yeah, damn straight. There is something to be said about a wildcard fresh team for game week 4. Very jealous. Chilwell, what a player he was. What an absolute bloody FPL player he was in his day. We've got a couple of new names in the chat. Just wanted to make sure I say hi to folks. Elliot Villanau, 5.4 from Dave Wilshire. That is a very good point. I like him. I like Elliot a lot. Paqueta is on pens from Danny B. Fair point. I like him. Yeah, Paqueta's a good shout. Zeitgul saying you're spoiling us, Alf. Mate, it's my pleasure. You're spoiling me. Zeitgul saying Caicedo's the man. Yeah, I think Caicedo does equal that 3 striker move. I like Caicedo a lot. I'd love to get him into my team. That's what I'm thinking at this point. It's Caicedo or Rice for me. Just leave Caicedo in your team for the season. That's how I'm feeling about it. Liverpool strikers all up in the air, really. I totally agree with that. Yeah, Sushan, I would just be wary of Liverpool attackers at this point. Salah's probably the only guy who's properly nailed. Xavi Simons going to be a hit from Sushan. Yeah, I agree. I think he is. He's a really good player, but again, he just needs to adapt. I don't know if he'll start. What was the Spurs team? What was the Spurs team for game week 3? Let's have a look. Where are you? Spurs. So this is how they lined up against Bournemouth. Can you guys all see that? Yes. Paulinho, Sarr, Bentancur, Johnson, Richarlison, Kuda. So my understanding is that Xavi Simons can play on the left, the right, or number 10. So he's not a 9. He is a creative midfielder / winger. So who does he play for in this team? Who does he come in for? Johnson? I can see Johnson starting over Simons on game week 4. He doesn't come in for Kudush, right? I don't think that midfield there changes. So I would just be I'd be wary of Simons for now. Urosh Bozic, great name. I did a similar thing with AI for Grealish. He started talking about how his threat in Aston Villa. Yeah, AI, I tell you what, I use AI a lot. It's not great. Like, I really have problems with it. You could see me typing. I had to keep like over prompting because I'm so used to getting absolute drivel from AI. I don't think we need to worry about our jobs just yet, boys. Like, it can be absolute drivel. And like, I gave it transcripts from YouTube and it just like came up with nonsense. I bet the models that like OpenAI employees have, I've actually got a friend who works there in California. I bet the model they have and they use on a day-to-day basis is like really good. I don't think the models that we get access to are actually that great. It has its uses, but in most cases I just see hallucinations a lot, and I just don't trust using it for stuff like that at the moment. Like, I could ask it something about like game week 3 and it will start talking about it will like mention, who did it mention to me recently? Oh yeah, transfer deadline day. It was saying like Mark Guiu, like Sunderland bought him on a permanent deal. That happened today, and I had to say to it, I was like, he's just gone to Chelsea, like he was on loan at Sunderland. And then it just keeps apologising. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. So it's not great. I do have the option to field for Liverpool in my wildcard. Got in Isak before the move. That's crazy, Sushan. Yeah, I respect it. I mean, I like it, and it could pay off, but it feels to me like it's probably not worth going down that route. I wish Sarr was fit from Urosh. Or Uros, I hope I'm saying that right. Uros, good to meet you. Welcome to the Alphas. Hope you're doing well. If you don't know me, my name is Alf. Just sort of a casual FPL manager who goes live every now and again. I should have bought myself a home when I was a fetus. That is the name of the profile. I respect it. What to do with Cole Palmer out for indefinite period on the sidelines? Well, I should have bought myself a home when I was a fetus. Thank you for the question. Great to meet you. Hope you're doing well. Let's get into it. I have a similar issue. I don't know how much of the stream you have seen, but I have Cole Palmer in my team. Sometimes I just say things and it rhymes without me even meaning to. So get used to that. It happens a lot. So I should probably like become a freestyle rapper or something. So what I've done here, I've taken Palmer out and I took Mark Guiu out because I can't have more than 3 Chelsea players. That's kind of dictated my move here. So my loose plan at this point for game week 4 is Palmer out, Caicedo in, and Mateta in. Now, again, not sure how much of the stream you saw, but Caicedo is a DEFCON monster. And I'll just very quickly show you the evidence of that. And he's cheap, and sometimes he scores, and he'll pick up clean sheet points, and he's someone that I really rate as a player anyway. But if we go here and we go all the way down to the bottom, we see DEFCON points, and we'll go midfielders. Right at the top, we have Caicedo, Bruno Fernandes. That for me is the two that I think are the ones that we should be looking at. If you want to go more attacking, then I think it's perfectly reasonable to also go for the likes of Semenyo. I don't like him. I think he's very template pick. So it's probably the safe move, right? Like going with the crowd so you don't get punished if he does go off. Mbuemo I like. I think he will start every game. He looks really dangerous as well. Eze I also like. Undai I like. Rice I like. Anderson I like. He's also on top of the DEFCON points. Kudush I have. And then it's the likes of Enzo, Grealish. It's that sort of hit list for me as a Palmer replacement. Now, Palmer could well be back in game week 4. And that would be another challenge in itself. I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. Because I'm going to have to do... I haven't got the money to go to Mateta if Palmer is playing. I think I have to get Palmer out regardless at this point. He's also not having a great season and he's playing left 10. So I hope that's helpful. We've got 80 people watching across X and YouTube this evening. What a pleasure. I hope everyone's doing well. Do you think they should make 2 DEFCON targets? Because if Caicedo hits 24 DEFCON, he deserves those 4 points. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? They should like up it, like compound points. I totally agree. I love that. Love that shout. Sushant, I got the Pixel 10 recently and Gemini's good. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Android. I'm also an Android user. Big fan. I'm surprised you went the right route with the SH, to be honest. Cheers. Yeah, man. So that is that's what I'm currently thinking at this point. Now let's go over to FPL X and have a quick look through what people are talking about. The manager with the highest points in Game Week 3 went from 7 mil to 26k rank. That is wild. Wow, what a team this is. Look at that. Enzo, Fernandez, and Mbuemo. What a score. What's happening here? Are these lookalikes? Yeah, lookalikes. Focal's just out there with lookalikes. That is incredible. Haaland and Salah. That's not actually them, is it? No, it's not them. That's hilarious. 250k transfers in for Gehi. The 15-pointer would have had some impact. I wonder if managers brought him in before the deadline fell through or not. That is from Panda, friend of the channel. FPL HQ in the house. FPL Martian. FPL manager's pushing that wildcard button this week. Oh, it does feel quite wildcard. I'm starting to think it might be wildcardy. Me acting chill on my FPL team with 6 yellow flags. Trump doesn't look alright, does he? What's happening here? Does anyone know what's happening here? What's that? He looks like the ghost of Christmas past. I mean, look at the state of him. Is he alright? Is he alright? I mean, this is a football channel, but we need to be aware of what's happening in this dangerous world. Is Trump alright? You tell me. Crazy scenes happening over in the US at the moment. Isaac has been brought by we did that one earlier. International break, yeah, is a disaster. International break is a disaster. Actually, why not Lucas Paqueta? Yeah, he's having a good season, isn't he? If we go to actual points scored, total points, Enzo's the top. Grealish is right there. Paqueta's right there. Paqueta's only 5.9 mil. He'll start every game, won't he? Start every game on pens. No Europe. There's something to be said for Paqueta. I don't mind Paqueta, you know. Where's Caicedo? Caicedo's, yeah, he's in the conversation. Is there someone who's a bit more explosive though? But I mean, I do get 5.5 mil in the bank. And it does depend on how long Cole Palmer's out, because Enzo could actually be the move over Caicedo. There's lots of midfield options to go after here, now that DEFCON is a thing. Very exciting times. What a great season it's been so far. Very exciting. I can't wait. I really miss it already. What do you guys do instead of watching the Premier League on the weekend when there is none? F1? Does F1 fill the gap? I do love a bit of F1, but it doesn't quite do it for me as much as the Prem. I love the occasion of F1. I love the weekend. Roberto, yes, mate. I was thinking about you the other day. Haven't seen you for a while, Roberto. Hope everything's all right, mate. I was going to text you, but I just figured you'd be up to all sorts. If you guys don't already, make sure you subscribe to the Form is Temporary podcast. Roberto's in the chat. A rising star in the FPL community. Did I see, Roberto, that you've been nominated for one of the FCA's Football Content Award? We'll just the Form is Temporary FPL. There it is. Latest video 12 days ago. That looks like it's with FPL Fran. Doing some great stuff over there, Roberto. Keep it up, my friend. Yeah, Paqueta's a good shout. I do like it. No goalkeeper is more expensive in FPL. Donnarumma's arrived and is available to bring him in now. I wouldn't be bringing in Donnarumma. Man City just don't look good at all, do they? But I mean, I think he's going to help. He is massive. He is absolutely massive. He's like 6 by 6. Do you know what I mean? Like his width is crazy. He's a massive guy. FPL will tell you having 4 times Liverpool attackers is stupid. You can't make any transfers, but with a team this good, I won't ever need to make a transfer anyway. So let me get this straight. If someone was to wildcard in Isak, or I think the move's been done already, right? So like you can't do it now, but I think last night, if you did wildcard him in, are you now able to have 4 Liverpool players going forward? Is that how that works? I don't quite understand how that works. Will they need to sell a Liverpool player in game week 5? That's my question, if anyone knows the answer to that. Elite managers don't bring in a player who won't start a game week. Apparently 240k managers aren't elite. Hey, talking about elite. Elite FPL, which is Stevo and Jason, another really good channel I love to watch. They've released a music video 3 hours ago. Now, I wonder if I can play this. I don't think they'd mind if I played this. Will this get copywritten? Will I get flagged? Let me just see if this is going to work. Let's do this. Can you guys hear that? Maybe system audio. I just want to see if you guys can actually hear this or not. Wait, is this Jason? Is this Jason singing? I did not know this was Jason singing. This is absolutely crazy. Like goosebumps, you know. They've done an FPL music video. I just want to make sure that you guys can you guys actually hear that when I play it? This is crazy to me. So good that they've done this. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, cool. So you can hear me. Like, I'm blown away. I'm just blown away that they've put this together. Steve-O. They're like talking about each other. No sheep on display. Is that Steve-O? That's Steve-O. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. I'm so proud that I know these boys. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just went ahead and made a FPL music video. Woo. Goosebumps. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's Jason right there, isn't it? That's supposed to be Jason. AI Steve-O. I think we need to take a picture of AI Steve-O. Look at AI Steve-O there. That is absolutely crazy good. Like, props. Props to them. That's so good. FPL Shane is in the house. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. We've got 92 people watching across X and YouTube right now. That is wild. We did a little bit of a reaction video to Elite FPL's music video. There is officially an FPL music video, maybe the official FPL music video from Elite FPL. I think I should tweet about it. I'll do it after the stream. But that is absolutely sensational. I was thinking about starting some doing some FPL diss tracks. You know what I mean? Like, just like start some beef. Just do some diss tracks. I do actually produce music. The music you're hearing right here is produced by myself. I make that. I make beats and stuff. So I was considering doing a music video, but that is so good from Jason and Steve-O. Incredible. So, I think the main thing we're all thinking about this evening is Saar is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Is that a fish? Is that official? It looks like it's official. I think, was it Cameroon? His Senegalese. I should do better. Senegalese football club announced that Ismail Sarr, selected for Senegal's matches against Sudan, was injured during Christmas's game against Aston Villa on Sunday. Grade 2 right hamstring. That doesn't sound good. So 4 to 8 weeks recovery. That is not good news for Sarr owners. Andy's saying, according to Google, a grade 2 tear is 4 to 8 weeks. So if this is true, Sarr is an easy sell. Shame ahead of Sunderland at home. That is a real shame. So Mateta is hopefully going to fill the gap. Introducing Palace's new number 10, Yeremy Pino, impressing his debut off the bench and giving it 3 and deserved an assist. So this guy could be coming in for Sarr. Oh, it's annoying. It's official, guys. Sarr's out. Sarr be out. It's done. And then the other big bit of news is that people are buying Isak in their FPL teams, which is crazy to me. But I respect it. It's probably going to work out. It's probably going to work out. And this is my current team. Feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty good about it. I think this will change somewhat. I don't think Caicedo is going to be my final pick, but he's definitely up there. I also do think Bruno is worth a shout. So we'll see. I also just want to say, like, what an absolute state Manchester United are in at the moment. I know I keep talking about them, but it is a fascinating thing to me to watch this club just completely implode. So it turns out that they knew they needed a midfielder, but they just didn't get it sorted because they said they didn't have enough time. They were making calls yesterday about a midfielder, is what I heard. They're in so much trouble, man. Manchester United are in so much trouble. Anthony, dude, you are such a wildcat. Look at this guy. Crazy scenes. All right, guys, I'm going to call it there. We're at 9:30. It is an absolute pleasure, as always, to do these streams. I'm going to be back tomorrow. That is the plan. So we'll go through the latest and greatest FPL news, have a bit of a deep dive, and just hang out and just try and solve some of these problems. You know, the international break is long and rubbish and boring, and it's important that we all stay sane together as a gang, as an FPL community. As I said, what a pleasure as always. If you're listening after the fact, please give the stream a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay hydrated, make better FPL decisions, and remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.